spiritual disciple of our leader in the person of Nwa Chineke. Once again, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, great Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, even the enemies of Biafrans. You are highly welcome. As you know, one thing is for us to press on for the disintegration of this British demonic abominable contraption called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, and for the restoration of the kingdom of God here on earth, which is Biafra. Our land is longitude 0, latitude 0, the center of the universe. We are the original children of the Most High. We are here to reclaim our mandate. We are not going to be tired. We are not going to relent. We are not going to be frustrated. We are not going to be bored over whatever. Neither shall we be afraid. It will not happen. We must continue to press on, and we are there. We are there. We will always activate Brazilian football tactics, attacking football, irrespective of the number of goals scored by your opponent or by yourself. You must continue to attack until 90 minutes. We must activate all those things. These are the things that are going to help us to get there, because we're almost there. Enemy is just like a snake. You cut off the tail. When you cut off the head of a snake, it will twisting the tail. It doesn't mean that it's still alive. It's just beating itself, just reacting, the last reaction. So if you are close there, it can beat you with the tail. But if you know what to do, you get by the side. You hide yourself, maybe behind a tree. That is the level we are. We must continue, my dear brothers. Before we proceed today, we must commit our proceedings into the hands of Jehovah Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abiameke Kerowa, the Most High God, as we bow down our heads in prayers. Dear righteous King of glory, ancient of ancient, Chukwu Okike Abiameke Kerowa, Owero Yedikagi, na Ibunya Hansugenu, Ngowa bu Chukwu Okike Abiama, Ngowa Kere Ihe Nile. We give you praise, we give you glory. Be thou exalted, Abba Father. Take glory, Almighty God. Take glory, Jehovah Jireh. You are Jehovah Ebenezer. We give you praise. We ask you, Lord, to come in the midst of your people and accept your praises, O Lord. Abba power, may your power, O Lord God Jehovah, be seen, be made manifest in our midst to the glory of your name. Blessed Redeemer, we thank thee. Blessed Redeemer, we adore thee. Blessed Redeemer, we glorify your name, O Lord God Jehovah. All glory must come to you. We will never bow down to stone, to wood, to idols of any kind, O Lord God Jehovah. We will never worship Satan in the modern or ancient way. Only you, Chukwu Okike Abiameke Kerowa, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, shall we praise, shall we worship, shall we adore, shall we glorify. Jehovah Jireh will bless you. Jehovah Jireh will give you praise. Ancient of ancient, my Lord and my God, we lift your servant, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to pray, my Father, my Maker, that indeed, O Lord, Abba Father, you, O Lord, will frustrate the plans of the wicked. Father, you will expose the wicked ones, O Lord God Jehovah. You bring them to their grave, every wicked ones against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon, in Igbo land, in Nigeria, in the United Kingdom, in the UK, in the US, any place, any man or woman, white or black, that are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Lord God Jehovah, will pray that they visit their grave. Let them connect to their grave right now to the glory of your name, O Lord. Abba Father, we pray that you will vindicate your servant. We pray that you bring him out of solitary confinement. We pray, O Lord God Jehovah, my Lord and my God, Abba Father, that indeed, O Lord, you will heal him completely. Every trace of sickness in his body, O Lord God Jehovah, Abba Father, let it disappear to the glory of your name. Father, as we continue to pray with your word that said that you are his shepherd, that he shall not want. You makes him lie down in green pasture. You leads him beside quiet water. You restore his soul. You guide him in path of righteousness for your name's sake. That even though he walks through the valley of shadow of death, he fears no evil. For you are with him, your rod and your staff, they comfort him. You prepare a table before him. In the presence of his enemy, you anoint his head with oil, and his cup runneth over. For surely your goodness and mercy will follow him all the days of his life, and he will dwell in the house of the Lord in the sacred land of Biafra forever and ever. But Father, the same way we'll lift the Eastern Security Network, we continue to pray. Father, we pray, oh Lord, you strengthen them, use them immensely, oh Lord God Jehovah. Father, give them the ability to be more tacticals. But Father, may they be successful in every action. Let them be able to dismantle and destroy the enemies of the children of God to the glory of your name. Blessed Redeemer, Abba Father, we continue to pray, O Lord, committing the DOS into your hand, asking you, Lord, as the day breaks, O Lord God Jehovah, may they wear new clothes, O Lord, as wisdom. May they wear wisdom as a cloth, new one, O Lord God Jehovah, that indeed Jehovah Jireh, Abba Father, ancient of ancient, they will have the knowledge, the understanding, O Lord, to overcome, to be able, O Lord God Jehovah, to tackle any problem, any solution, Abba Father, that have been named over them, O Lord. May they be able to overcome every kind of temptation the enemy is setting for them, O Lord. Abba Father, we give you praise, Lord God. The same way we lift IPOB all over the world. Biafrans, we continue to pray that you will bless us, you protect us, you provide for us, O Lord. You will show us mercy in left and right, O Lord God Jehovah, over issues that are falling upon us as an individual or as a group, O Lord. Help us, O Lord God Jehovah, come to our rescue. Come to our help, O Lord, to the glory of your name. Blessed Redeemer, those in prison, O Lord, in China, in Malaysia, in Thailand, in Singapore, in Indonesia, a lot of your people have been locked up, O Lord. Jehovah Jireh, Abba Father, we pray that you show mercy. Let the angel that free Peter, let the angel that free Paul, Abba Father, and Silas, O Lord, let them hover over all the prison yard, over all the countries that are holding Biafrans into jail. Father, let them shake the prison gate, O Lord. Let them touch the heart of the judge. Let Biafrans walk out, O Lord. Father, have mercy. We know that we have erred, O Lord, but to err is human. To forgive is you, O Lord. Jehovah Jireh, my Lord and my God, we continue to pray for the poor, for the sick, for the needy, for the orphans, for the widows, O Lord. Father, we pray that they will be healed. We pray that they will be delivered. We pray, O Lord God Jehovah, my Lord and my God, that you also provide food for the widows, for the orphans, for the poor, for the needy in our midst, O Lord, to the glory of your name. Blessed Redeemer, Abba Father, Chukwu Okike Abiameke Kerowa, Onwe Honye Dekagi, Obungu Abumbido, Wabungosi. Father, we give you praise, Lord. We bless your holy name. We adore thee, we glorify your name, O Lord. Father, remove the hardship, O Lord, in our land. Let the poor, O Lord God Jehovah, have something to eat to the glory of your name. Blessed Redeemer will give you praise. Blessed Redeemer, we adore thee. Blessed Redeemer will glorify your name. Ancient of the day, my Father and my God, O Lord God Jehovah, Chukwu Okike Abiama. Father, we pray against every forces, power, spirit, demonic powers that are working in the sacred land of Biafra. We bind, we cast them out of our land, O Lord. We also pray, Jehovah Ninsi, Immortal Redeemer, Chukwu Okike Abiamam, that those who are using these demonic powers, Father, let them go down to the glory of your name. Let our land be cleansed. Let our land be purified. Let our land, O Lord God, be over, be cleansed forever, O Lord, that indeed we will return home, have a place to worship you in the sacred land of Biafra, and be giving you praise at all time, as you are our God and we don't have any other God, to the glory of your name. Thank you, Immortal Redeemer. Thank you, Ancient of Ancient. Thank you, Chukwu Okike Abiama. Blessed be your holy name. That will make this prayer in the beautiful name of your beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. Great Biafrans, we are here, continue to do the needful, and we encourage one another that you should not relent as well. We must press hard, we must move on. We are almost there. Don't be bored, never you be bored. If you are bored, that means you are doing nothing in the struggle. If you are bored, that means you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing actually. We must continue. Let's start with our press release. IPOB press release of 3rd August 2023. Governor Peter Mbah should stop militarization of Enugu State in the name of ending sit-at-home. IPOB. You know, that idiot called Peter Mbah. You know, I hate Igbo politicians. I don't like them because already I have seen what the man will do in the state. Nothing good we will ever see come out of that man, because presently now what he's doing is a transcript. Everything you see that man will do in Enugu State is a transcript. It's a transcript. He will just be reading it out from time to time, from season to season. That's it. Because since he entered office, I was expecting some certain things to be done. You discover that he's just chasing shadow, wasting his time in the office, because it knows nothing to do. Only when the transcript comes up, then he know what to play. He know the role to play. Nothing good will come out of that man. Watch. They will be using all this sit-at-home crisis, whatever, to be passing time, wasting people's time until a tenure will pass by and the allocation will be coming. They will squandering it. But I pray he should not be like Okebeke in Imo State. I pray he should not be like that. That one is a pure 419. He only emphasized on security votes, just share it with the military and some political criminals that own Imo State with him, and everybody will keep quiet. And they will unleash people in the street, because presently now, what is happening in Olo is very bad. I tell you, I will come back to that. But let's continue. In as much as IPOB has suspended Monday sit-at-home that has been going on in Biafra land, nevertheless, we condemn the mishandling of the current situation by Enugu State Governor, Mr. Peter Mbah. The use of security forces to harass, intimidate, and humiliate our people in Enugu State is not acceptable at all. It's not acceptable, because the man has nothing to offer. Peter Mbah has nothing to offer. He's just playing a transcript. Just playing a transcript. If not, the new elected governor should have been somehow display some certain actions of happiness and joy, one or two things. Nothing. It's just sit at home killing people, whereby in the same Enugu State 82 division had taken over part of Enugu, the road in Obi, the road that people had been complaining. This man have never said anything about it. His own neighborhood watch, his own local vigilante, 82 division people shot them. They died. The remaining one testify. He did nothing. Brothers, these are the things we are fighting to liberate ourselves. We are slaves. Nobody will talk. Mbah himself is a slave. They are slave. He knows what he's doing. So all this sit at home, this, that, and whatever is just a formality, because he has already signed the agreement with the caliphate. But Sir Peter Mbah should have known that he was voted into office for good governance, not to waste time chasing shadows and wasting states' scarce resources in quest of stopping the infamous sit at home. The man knows what he's doing. He's just wasting time. Money is coming all this for these few months that he's just been in office. Money has already come in. What has he done with it? Nothing. What are the plan? Can somebody tell me and say this is the plan mash out? And they have started. At least we saw something in Abia State where there be a governor. I don't know whether the contract has started, but he moved out. I saw the video. He moved out with the contractors. Those roads that Okezikpas and Ojo Zokal and Theodoji vow with their life that they will not construct. At least there are some videos I received then. The man was trying award the contract to clear it off. That is the fate. That is the fate. If you see somebody who is with you, who has the same mind, the same spirit with his people, that is what they will do. But look at this idiot, because we know how him and PDP and them, because the man who's supposed to be in this seat is the Labour Party man. It's the Labour Party man. He just by all means put himself there. Put himself there. Look at what is going on. Look at what is going on. Every month money is coming. But at least in Abia State, the man paid off some, is it arrears or whatever, I don't know what they call it, gratuity, some pensions, some money they are owing for people. I read that news some time ago. This is what I'm not praising him, but I'm telling you, Igbo si na aneshinu shahri mara utonshi. Aneshina mmiri jirukwa aka mara nwa ga-eriju afọ. You understand? That is an adage in Igbo language. You understand? But this thing this man has started displaying now, this is what he will use to lay his foundation. Enmity will create here, problem will create here, and it will continue level by level till the idiot get out of the office, because he's not going to lose his second term. As long as you are there, you continue doing the beat of Fulanese. That is it. But we are here to do the needful. We are here to do the needful. The former governor of Enugu State, Dr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, strategically managed the marauders enforcing sit-at-home without escalating the situation. With a month of Barrister Mba's office as a governor, more than 5 innocent people had been murdered as a result of careless and mismanagement of the situation. That is it. That is it. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi knows that his hands are tied. You remember the meeting after the massacre in Uzuwani? Or is it Ihiamufu? No, Ihiamufu. The last December massacre before the idiot get out of the office. He called the people that we told them the gospel truth. So he was just managing things to just zoom out of the office. And he succeeded. He get out. Because the blood already is too much in his hand. He managed all this crisis. The crisis he could not know what to do is the invasion of Fulanese. The killings the Fulani were doing. But you see that since this time now Mba came in, is an assignment, just as I told you, is a transcript. Fulanis are not invading now, but you see, military are coming because there's a two-way traffic. It's either you do this one or do this one. They are the same thing. PDP and APC are the same thing. Democrat and Republican are the same thing. So don't say this one is good. All of them are demons. So it's either Fulani is murdering or the military are murdering people, killing people in a land. So as he's using the military now in which is what they want mostly, because the military would like to come in, extorting, stealing, catering people's property out in Aba. We saw where CCTV recorded where military used wheelbarrow to carry people's property and go, people's goods in the market. That is why they are working hand in hand with April in all this sit-at-home crisis. Immediately people desert, they'll just come and pick whatever they want to pick and go. These are criminals. So they would like to come into Enugu so that they will be, everywhere will be militarized, they will extort money, they will kill people, they will scatter their properties out and whatever, what have you. Courtesy of this Fulani steward we put in office. If Biafra did not come, brother, we will continue to suffer more. That is why we need to cut the bridge, cut it off. We need to end this menace. If Biafra did not come, this is what we'll be complaining, seeing on daily basis by our people. Tell me a politician that is ready to challenge the government. None. Even this one that is Escobar. Do you have any? Who? Is it Okebeke? Who can stand up now and challenge? Nobody. Nobody. Let's continue. Governor Peter Mba should now know that those advising him to use excessive force to stop the sit-at-home are setting him up against the people. Governor Mba is just escalating the sit-at-home that is fading out naturally with a show of force. Other states are now going about their normal businesses peacefully. We wonder if he is helping to enforce the sit-at-home with the murderers, Nigerian security agents, who are creating a quiet environment for Enugu residents to move about their businesses. all these things. This particular paragraph, we need to analyze it left and right, because we may not know what is in this transcript of Peter Mbatu play from the Sokoto Caliphate. We may not understand it. It could be, as they are using the Ekperima, they could also tell them to enforce the sit at home more and more in a bloody way, because our people on their own were kind of wholeheartedly sitting at home on Monday on their own without any pain, any blood, just on their own, in honor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our people were doing it. So maybe Caliphate may not be happy with this. And what do you think? They will tell their stooge in the office, now enforce it more. Let it come with fear. It's possible. You don't know what, as I said, the man is playing a transcript. That's what they ask him to do, is doing. We'll tell them, let it continue. We want your economy to be destroyed and we want more blood on the soil. If not, the man claims he's a barrister. In other words, he's educated. How can you use this kind of way to tackle a problem that seems like ideology? Because Monday sit at home is just what people believe that they are doing. And ideology is something that needs time to change. It's something that needs time to change. If you believe in something, even if that thing is wrong, you can't just automatically stop it. It will take you some time to wave it off. That is it. So this man is playing the transcript, and who knows, that could be what Sokoto asked him to do. Let's continue. IPOB has stopped Monday sit at home many occasions, and series of press releases issued that regard the situation is gradually easing. But we are surprised that why should be using force to compel Biafrans who are voluntarily observing it in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Most Biafrans are not observing Monday sit at home because of Ekperima. Biafrans' solidarity is with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why our people have ignored Ekperima's 2 weeks treacherous sit at home and have gone about their businesses. Nobody's observing any 2 weeks sit at home any place in Biafra land except in Olo. And the reason why is that there are a particular criminal there. There's a particular criminal that is commanding Ekperima boys within Olo. That guy Butuzo has rendered that area useless. He's a criminal. That guy is a criminal. Because I heard that he's the one commanding the entire area. They are the ones shooting anyhow, killing people. A freedom fighter. If you see them, women everywhere. Before you know it, 5 men are there, 10 men are there under your command. These are criminals who are materialistic. They are more interested in things, in money. They are more interested on money. They are more interested on money. That is why you see them doing all those things. They are criminals disguising themselves as freedom fighter. There's no any other place they are observing any Ekperima's 2 weeks or 1 month or 1 year sit at home. It's only within that region, and you know that place has been volatile for a very long time. All have been volatile, so a little gunshot. Everybody. In fact, it's even more advisable just to go away to avoid all those things. That is the only place you see. Apart from that, everywhere in Biafra land, everybody's going his normal business. Nobody's listening to a charlatan, a non-entity. Nobody's listening to him. But the criminals in Olo, some criminal boys in Olo are the one insisting, because he's sending them money, the money given to them by the DSS, the money given to them by Tinubu, by APC, whoever that is sponsoring them, so they need to have their share. Because up till now, they are still gunshot in Olo. In some certain places, Army, Feki, so all these areas, they're still shooting. And people are falling, dying on daily basis, courtesy of some criminals there that Ekperima recruited. This is the only place you see that there's anything like Ekperima sit at home. Apart from that, there's nothing like that. But they should continue doing what they're doing. We will come after them. All of them, all the whole criminals in Olo causing this problem, working with Okebeke. They give you, they are coming in different ways. Shooting, whatever, sponsoring them. They know what they are doing. And the entire region, the Olo completely is going down gradually. Just going down. Nothing is working there again. A town that the indigenous people cannot stay, how much more a foreigner, an investor? Do you think it's possible? Can you go to a land where the indigenous people are running away? No, because you will fall. But the criminals that are perpetrating this thing are also indigenous people there. You see the reason why that there will be no mercy. We will fish you people out. We will fish you out, all of you. I have said this thing before in one of my broadcasts. I know you guys are listening, because I go and tell you, pay attention to this broadcast every morning. In case you were wrongly recruited to all those camps, you don't know, you were eager to join the real ESN, but mistakenly they lure you to these wrong groups, this criminal gang. And now you have discovered, I am telling you, no matter the oath they put you, no matter the deity they take you, whatever rubbish, I'm telling you, if you are honest with yourself and your conscience are clear, get out of that camp. Nothing will happen to you, because they tricked you, they lure you into evil, because they are still recruiting some young
so that they can take over the platform. And do not forget, tomorrow being Saturday, I will be hosting Mazi Sanwo-Olu, who will address Biafrans in an interactive session. If you have a question, please write it down for tomorrow, because tomorrow it will be exclusively mostly for questions, please. Not thanking, no. I've been saying it. Oh, this is not a place where we thank already ekele kelerem. I could remember when during Ogaiwo Makaina Ekele na radio, IBS, later IBC, Imo Broadcasting Service and Imo Broadcasting Corporation later on. Kelere Mazionia. No. This is a revolutionary radio where we come with reason, where we bring a dose of our common sense in order to listen and to talk into. Not a place where you try to listen to what suits you. This is not a place for entertainment. This is not a place for, doing comedy, performing comedy, or content creation. No, making you happy. No. This is a place where bitter pills are dished out. But the fortunate thing is that all those bitter pills, they heal. That is what heals. Because we have been undergoing through this very sweet talk. Oh, black is beautiful. Everything is okay. Oh, pray for your rulers. And this and that. No. We are tired of. And the more we continue in that way, the more miserable we become as a people. Today, things are changing. Revolutions are catching in Africa. And rightfully so. From the grassroots. Because, let me tell you, for some people that are mistaken in their thinking, revolutions or changes can never start from the top. From the people that are, revolutions never start from people that are benefiting from the status quo, from the miserability of the people. It's impossible. It is the people that are suffering, that always start revolution. You understand? It is always people that are suffering that comes and starts this revolution. Do you understand me? So, just hold on. Let me try to see whether to bring these people. I think it is time they are trying to come in. Let me see. Let me see. We must continue what we are doing. Just hold on, please. Do not go away. I will be right back. In a jiffy, please. I will be there. I'll be right back in a jiffy. Do not go away.
Kunitenu kaije, kaije, kunitenu kaije, kaije, kunitenu kaije, heya, kaije, heya, kaije, heya, kaije, heya, kaije, umu Biafra kunitenu, kunitenu kaije, umu Biafra kunitenu, umu Biafra kunitenu, Biafra kunitenu, nga useme wanyalu, kunitenu, oli amara abawanisi, kunitenu, umu Biafra kunitenu, Ejawala me kwampo, and if I jump any zoo soldier, he go here I go. So you know, I get your juku bucket yo. Oh nah, you get it gun, I get rocket yo. Oh nah nah. I some babura rogo. Umu Biafra, I don't know. We be the true blood of Israel. We be the bloody Philistines. So we go take them one by one, and then go run. We always say in a zoo, and we go and marry. Negotiation yo. Everybody let's stand attention yo. No violence, no resolution yo. To hell with amalgamation yo. Fighting for our right brother is not a crime Biafra is our right Make gonna give us a Biafra. We are Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We a nation, no contemplation. Pull the trigger, shoot down the warplane. Shake that, give me the fighters machine gun. No more Nigeria, no more zoo soldier for my area. Okereke, I the best fire way I be okereke. The lock up till they carry, they feel like okereke. Anything I made, they don't want stop us okereke. We don't want negotiation, we want tabakeleke. Chekeleke, obikeleke. All we want is para usakeleke. No castigation, for our nation. My people let us go.
Apagoji, I come back again. Original Biafra me I come. See me a blessed land me I want. A Babylon, them I wanna push under. My teacher, yeah, children them a cry. Plenty men every day them a die. A wicked nation, them a know they try. I get a gospel, me I know they lie.
Egala isoko ndi Igbo kaije. Ibibio ikwere bu mu Biafra. Anang ijobuku mu chukwu ayama. Efik Ogota come together.
Yeah, I got pay a nail one day I walk and whine. You when it were men, maka the people are crying. Care you know me, Odu gonna moment strong men should stand. Man do not make kuje. Urobo isoko egala yana one day idoma. We ain't scared of war.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 4th day of August 2023. Tata Bobo Chieke in our own calendar. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you. Today, I'll be joined by the West African representative with some coordinators in order to speak to Biafrans. But before that, I just want to take just a few minutes in order to talk on something. There is one news headline that said Give Southeast region one more ministerial slot. Ojos Okalo, Ojis Tinubu. Do you see how miserable and how demented these people has become? They have become laughing stock. Now they are begging for even ministerial slot. One more ministerial slot. Ojos Okalo begs Tinubu. But somebody should ask them, and we continue asking them this question. Where is Igbo presidency 2023? What they use, the excuse they use, that in order to kill us as a people, they slaughtered our people. They made sure to terrorize us, rendition our leader for Igbo presidency, because they believe that, they told them that, look, do you people need the Igbo presidency? Do you want to be president? 2023 to be slaughtered to you? Because in Nigeria it is slaughtering. It is not by merit, it is by slaughter. I saw one place where somebody wrote, he said, after all, Tinubu didn't promise nobody. He didn't promise Nigerians anything. He said just simply it is in stone. And it's correct. It's in stone. So it's Tinubu's stone. He didn't promise to do anything. So anything he want, if you actually is right, because he didn't even campaign. Many times they invited him on media chat in order to talk about his campaign, what he will do for Nigerians. He snubbed them. He didn't talk. He didn't even come. Peter Obi won't na shaka. Now ya guy here, ya guy here, hey. Okay, rescue Nigeria from Tinubu said it is my turn, and it is his turn. He got it. That is it. Those that killed our people, those that leaked their asses in order to be given Igbo presidency, today they are begging for senatorial slots. Do you see how miserable they have become? They have become laughing stock in Nigeria. They are nothing. But we continue asking them this question. Where is the Igbo presidency? Which everybody was shouting. Because our people act with sentiment. Our people always act with sentiment. That is one of our highest weak points. And that is why we are penetrated with religion. I'm telling you honestly. Because it goes with sentiment. Before you know, like this, give feel that I know in another dimension. Whereas just simple sentiment and emotion, nothing more. Nothing more. The same way reggae man, young chahana ganja, it's the same thing. The same way Hindu, he has charge here in their monastery. He has charge here, they do yoga, they charge, how that is the same thing. There is nothing extraordinary from others. It's just sentiment. We are highly sentimental, and that is why we forget very quick, very fast. 15 minutes we have forgotten. Where is the Igbo presidency 2023? That is a question that wherever you meet all these politicians, Igbo politicians, please ask them, where is the Igbo presidency 2023? What of Atoeze that brought Buhari during the campaign? That Buhari is the only person that can give Igbos presidency. Whereas all of them, they have switched back into their shells. Tomorrow they will come out and you people will be clapping for them. Now it is our turn, because they know that you are highly sentimental. The same way, and the same way dog. I have a dog. The same way they are always sentimental. That is the same thing. The same thing. Nothing. If you travel out and come back and you meet your dog can be even to meet you, he can be dancing around, exhibiting different absurd characters because he's excited. Don't worry, that is the same way our people behave. People that are not mentally strong, they are being carried away by sentiments. That is why they forget easily. Ask them, where is Igbo presidency 2023? I will continue, as long as I'm in this hallowed platform, I will continue reminding our people to be asking these questions to the Igbo politicians. Because because of Igbo presidency, they went and planned, contributed money and efforts, and renditioned or kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. I am telling you honestly, it's done by Igbo politicians. Today, many of them are regretting, including Ojo Zokalo. We know. We are hearing things they are whispering even in their toilet. We hear it. We are IPOB. As I used to say, their children and their wives are they like what IPOB is doing. So they report on their husbands and their fathers. I am telling you honestly. They report. They give IPOB reports on what their father and their husbands are doing and thinking and saying in their privacies. That is it. So we must continue. Without taking much time any longer, we hand over. Let me see. I will hand over the microphone to Mazi Onyuku, who is I think he corrected me the other day. He's the deputy West African representative and the Zoo national coordinator. So I hand over to you, Mazi. Welcome to the program. Please, the platform is yours. Any person that is not speaking, please, he should mute his phone. He should mute. There, Mazi. Please go on.
Well, thank you, Mazi Jonathan. God bless you. I appreciate you. We Biafrans, we appreciate the work you're doing, and we want to tell you to continue, because the greatest reward for this work is that you will see Biafra. I appreciate everyone here tonight. My name remains Jesse I. Onyuku. Jesse I. Onyuku is a trained philosopher, a public speaker, a leadership coach. I'm an agitator, and I'm a gospel preacher. There are so many other things that I found myself doing as Elohim will have it. I want to begin by appreciating our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest man alive. I say he's the greatest black man alive, but I begin to change my thinking, my postulations, because by all standard, in every calculation, you will find out that one of the greatest human beings still breathing on the surface of the earth today is that great man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that lives for others, the man that doesn't think much about himself. That's a man that will emulate to eternity. In Biafra, we will idolize him. Today, a lot of deceived religious people are bowing to the ancestors of the Europeans, speedophile, murderers. They are bowing to them. But to have a man who is worthy to be followed, the greatest example we have ever seen in black race in contemporary times. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a great man. And Biafrans have come to tell you, in every sense of boldness, that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will soon be with us. I want to appreciate our leaders. There are so many leaders here who have kept this wheel rolling in his absence. Mazi Chikodoziem, you don't have any part two. Mazi Uzurumike, I appreciate you for making this possible, and I appreciate HOD for allowing my voice to be heard on this holy platform. All the members of the DOS, you guys have no echo. I appreciate all of you. May the Lord bless you. Lolo Uchechi, our leader's wife, we love and appreciate you. Everybody that is doing one thing or the other, in the open, in the secret, we love you. Please, don't be tired, don't be weary. Keep marching. Elohim will bless you and reward you. Many don't understand that Biafran agitation is more spiritual than physical. So many people don't know that God is interested in the freedom of his people. The Bible says that it is the will of God to give you the kingdom. So anywhere you talk about freedom, anywhere you talk about liberating the people of God, you are touching the heartbeat of God. That is why we do what we do without looking back, despite all obstacles. There's nothing the zoo has not done, and yet we have refused to stop, and we will not stop. And there's no going back. It is Biafra or Biafra. The only thing that will stop the agitation is referendum. And I really don't pity for the West and for their slaves in Africa who take indulgence in putting people down, because the world is changing. The only thing that is constant in life is change. God is the mover. He's an unchangeable changer. He is change himself. Everything he has created changes. Ecclesiastes say that change and time happiness today. So everything will witness change. Change has come in Africa. If you can't see it, then you're blind. You can't think critically. Very soon, the West will be begging to come to Africa. The West will be on their news to buy. When you keep doing evil, it has reproductive effect. When you continue doing evil, a time will come you have no face to even beg for forgiveness. That is where UK, France, America, and all of them are heading to when it comes to Africa. But that is not what I want to discuss tonight. Last week I was talking about I talked about sheepfold and the sheep. Today I want to talk about discipleship. Who is a disciple? Discipleship and mentorship. If time does not allow me to go into mentorship, we'll take it up another day. So tonight, I want to look at discipleship. Who is a disciple? What does it mean to be a disciple? What is expected of a disciple? Is this just a claim or a tag or a title that people bear? I'm a disciple. Have you been discipled? What are the prerequisites for discipline? How do we know genuine disciples? Because there are so many fake out there. Everything that has original has greater proportion of counterfeit. The Bible makes us understand that the Lucifer, Satan, that makes himself like a child of light, he camouflages everything. That is why there are more infiltrators today in the house than the original people. You will permit me to take my text from the Bible. If you tell me you hate the Bible, I will agree with you. There are so many evil in the Bible against the black. I say it without fear. Quote me anywhere. One of the chains they used to tie us down is the Bible and Quran. And we are going to use it as well to liberate our people. If the West, if the foreigners had not brought religion, I'm not sure they would have had the kind of grip they have on us. So let us, those of us that toys that part, let's equally use the Bible, the religious things to approach our people and see how we can get them liberated. Our assignment is simple: to free every chained black man. I told some people a while ago that my generation will liberate Africa. This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu generation will free the black race. Of Zimbabwe, the likes of them did all they could in their own time. Yet more people loved, so many people were happy being slaves than to be free. In this our time, we will not stop. Since they use religion to tie us, we will use religion to let the people see light. My assignment is simple: to let people see light. The light in the gospel, that light they claim that they use to put us in bondage, we are going to bring it to closer to us, and we'll use it to see the chains on our leg and use the same gospel to remove those chains. That is my assignment. So my assignment is both spiritual and physical. The two goes in pari passu. So tonight I take my text from the Bible. You permit me. Allow me to use the Bible to talk to you, because a time is coming when in no distant time, is coming when everybody will know the truth. They will no longer read the Bible the way they put it to us. They will come, we involve our own. In Biafra, I am sure we're going to write our own. This Bible that we will read now, written by the Catholic Church, is a product, something designed to suit the West, to suit the Roman Empire, to suit the Greek methodology and everything they've done to steal from us. And they're still using it today. Many of our pastors are still using it to tighten our chain of bondage. but I know you'll be freed. Because he said that if Yeshua shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. In John chapter 8, verse 31, and it says, and Jesus said to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. Because there are some who are disciples, but are not disciples indeed. A lot of people are claiming to be disciples. So who are disciples indeed is what I want to look at. Who are those people who are true disciples? And what makes you a true disciple? Those are things we want to wonder about, concern ourselves with in this discourse. Because we are meant to understand that many are called, but few are chosen. I'm praying that we will be one of those people that God will be proud of. So tonight, who is a disciple? What does it mean to be a disciple? In this organization where we found ourselves, in IPOB, every member, everybody in the IPOB is a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you don't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're not an IPOB member, you cannot be. If you don't agree with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can't be his disciple. He established IPOB anywhere in the world. I'm talking about IPOB members. I'm not talking about infiltrators. Today we have different organizations claiming to be IPOB, but they are not. IPOB has only one root, one family tree. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the DOS, it doesn't have two branches. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is the organogram. DOS. Some people come on air to come and tell us what IPOB is, what they know nothing about. If you're a lawyer, please concentrate on legal matters. Don't delve into the structure of IPOB. You know nothing about IPOB. If a Jumako can come on air now and show me his receipt, let him come and show us his receipt as a member of IPOB. Members of IPOB pay dues. Let him bring only 6 months receipt and show us. So to come and talk about the structure, no, we're making a mistake. Please concentrate. IPOB has a structure. That structure cannot be altered forever. This organization will outlive all of us. IPOB will outlive Biafra. Mark my words. You and I will die. IPOB will remain. Because nobody can wipe out our race. It's not possible. And it will never happen. Now, if for you to come and start talking about the structure of IPOB and you are not a member, where is your unit? Where do you belong? You see people that have never been a unit member anywhere in IPOB. They've never served anywhere. They come and claim that they are leading one group. They are leader. They are wanting another. It doesn't work that way. And this nonsense has to stop. This stupidity and this foolishness must come to an end. Everybody mind your business. I said it last time. If you think you're popular, you want to do anything Biafra, go ahead. Float your own organization. Go and test your popularity. Almost UK was there doing well before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out to give us what we have today. Now that you think you are popular, the Zoom media is hyping you. Go and test the popularity. Go and float your own organization. So who is a disciple? That's the first question. How do we get discipled? A disciple must be a convert, a genuine convert. He must have genuine conversion. A disciple. Every disciple must be a learner that learns from the feet of the master. If you don't learn, if you've never learned from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are never an IPOB member. Except you have learned from people he has tutored. Fine. Every disciple must be a pupil, must be an ardent believer, ardent follower, an apostle of a belief. Every disciple is an imitator of a leader, not imitating to confuse others. Not those that carry Mazi's picture, father to son, and they brought some silly stuff where they are pouring them oil. Where did they pour you the oil? In which unit? Where are you inducted? Where have you served to start with? Every disciple is an apprentice. You can't have a double portion of a master you never served. Elisha had a double portion of Elijah because he served and he stayed to the end. Elijah tried to distract him. Elijah tried to discourage him. He said, you wait here. I have a greater assignment. I'm moving to so. He said, look, my master, anywhere you go, I'm following you. He followed him. He crossed the Jordan. And he followed him and crossed the Jordan. Disciples are the people that follow all the way. Look at all these people making noise in social media. They just arrested our leader and they are off. They are off. And you say you're a disciple. No, you're not a true disciple. You got infatuated. You know, then when we were young, we were told there was a difference between love and infatuation. And we used to argue. Once you can't sleep, you're thinking about a girl. You sleep with her picture. You put her picture in your pillow. You think you're in love. So much later, when we grow older, we will not discover that those things weren't love. They were mere infatuation. There are many of you call yourself disciples of Mazi, because you are not. When the chiefs are down, where are you? What do you now say today? You are telling people who are not sure. Are you sure this thing will happen? And you say you are a disciple. Disciples are devout. They are devotees of a teacher, of a master. Are you devoted? Are you devoted to the cause of this struggle? And because you don't see our leader now, you don't pay your dues again. So even at a meeting has become tug of war. They now remind you. You are not discouraging others. You are not a disciple. Go and take your ways. A disciple is a servant. Do you, sir? You see all these people that are so arrogant, they don't like to take instruction from anybody, they are too rude, they are too big to be giving others. You are not a disciple. Every disciple is a yes, sir, yes, ma'am. It doesn't matter who gets back to you. Your academic qualification is inconsequential. If you can't take orders from your leaders, you are not a disciple. Every disciple is a fanatic. Nothing changes their belief and their thinking. Somebody told me, Mazi, the way things are now, it's not important who you are, where you belong, whether DOS or auto. I say, are you drunk? Are you sick? Are you silly? There's something called autopilot in that area. Anybody that use that phrase around you is an infiltrator. Bible call them thieves. They enter through the window. Everybody that passed through the door is DOS. If you didn't pass through that door, then you are not a disciple, not an active member. You could be a lawyer, be anything you like. IPB could hire you for any services, good and fine. If you are not if you don't obey the DOS, if you don't believe that anything DOS says is final, if you don't believe that anything DOS says is right, you're not part of the structure. Because you don't know who they are, go and find out. I talked about it last time. The likes of our these men in their class, go and check them out one by one. They are men of honest report. They are not men that go around defrauding people. They are not men with multiple identities. So those people that have different camouflage claim what they are not. Dubious people that can call themselves lawyer. They never study lawyer, let alone go into law school. They can claim anything that they are not. That's how you know criminals. Go and check the people that lead IPOB. They are honest men, focused men, not men with a questionable character. A disciple is a supporter, an ardent supporter of the cause. Rain or snow, they follow. A disciple is a worshipper, a true worshipper. A disciple is a fan. Is someone who adheres to particular instructions or teachings. Disciples follow rules and protocol. All those people that you cannot tell, do this, they will do. They're not disciples. Because one was singing some praises in the past, maybe Onion got carried away and thought he's part of us. I even say, okay, give him a slot to go and speak in Radio Biafra. He got there, they say, hey, young man, in this place here, we are cultured. There are rules, there are principles, there are ways they do things. Come and sign that you follow our rules. And no, it's too big to be controlled. Has it served anywhere before? The answer is no. Which unit does it belong? So such people cannot be disciples. I'm a disciple of Mazi. Those are claims, cheap, empty claims. Discipleship is by practice. Where have you served? Many of us have served. I don't think that anybody here now that is a national coordinator must have served in the unit, served in the zones, served in local government, served in district, served in region, served in state, served in a region to national before they get to that level. You don't just wake up and get to the top. It's not done that way, even before God. I said before that anything that is godly must be orderly. Bible said that precept upon precept, a little here, a little there. That's the way God does his own things. There's a saying that the way up is down. That's what is called low high. You don't start from the top. It's not possible. And nobody does that. There are certain characteristics that our disciples are known with. They are distinguished. They are true followers. You don't see disciples speak ill of their master. When you have started speaking against your master, you have derailed. You have lost your bishopry. When Judas lost it, it was given to somebody else. Judas was one of them. Judas who did miracle in his name. In Matthew chapter 10, when Jesus sent out the 70, Judas was one of them that healed the sick. But at point he lost it. I don't know if you have lost yours. You can run back to the altar of IPOB. That altar has the bold inscription of DOS on it. If you are not loyal to that altar, you are an infiltrator, you are fake, you are not original. Disciples are original in everything they do. These disciples are passionate. They're very enthusiastic. That's some of you now, nothing is happening around you again because your enthusiasm has died. You have lost your first love. Now, what are the characteristics of disciples? One, they must have this sense of addiction. They are addicted to their master. That's why you see us, you can listen to Mazi teaching 100 times. Everything he ever said is a classic to our ear. It's ever new and fresh. We are addicted to him. We are addicted to his ways. We are addicted to his philosophies. We are addicted to his instructions. He has laid down a certain procedure. Mazi told you anything DOS says goes. Anything Chika says goes. Yes, you can tell me he's mortal. He can make mistake. Fine, even if you make mistake, the mistakes are allowed. Let all of us make mistake. If Mazi Nnamdi has made a mistake, I want to be part of that mistake. And I want to continue to make such mistakes. If he has made mistake to ask for freedom, I want to be part of the mistake. If he has made mistake to say, control your resources. If he has made mistake that you deserve good life, I want to be part of it. If you have made mistake to say, know who you are. If you go to ask Randall, you say, man, know thyself. It's an ancient philosophy. The Socrates of this world, the Platos, the Aristotles, they are far gone. But those words they drop as if fresh. They are still relevant to today. That's how Mazi Nnamdi is. Mazi Nnamdi is the Socrates of our time. In the days of Socrates, Socrates was adjourned the wisest man on earth. Tell me who is as wise as he is. Is it the Igbo politicians? They are begging for office, begging for position. They don't know who they are. They are begging strangers, visitors. Bible said it's appalling. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. When the slaves begin to rise on the king, then the sons are walking on the floor. And that's what's happening here in the zoo. As glorious as the culture of the Hausas is, see how they turned them to peasants. And the visitors are the one riding horses, and they are now hailing them. I know, time of freedom has come in Africa. In the late 50s and 60s was known as the Uhuru period. Uhuru, I think it's a Swahili word. It's a word used in East Africa to depict freedom. It wasn't true. There was nothing called Uhuru in the 60s. They had flag independence. Nobody was free. Now they have started asking for freedom. Kenya is telling them, look, stop telling us to give us ground. You guys give us loan. Come, let's negotiate. Round table. Let's price our commodities on their own work, on their merit. UN, IMF, all of them are institutions of the West. Everything they do service the West. What do you call it? World Court in the Hague. All of things are institutions of the West. That's why you don't see them prosecute anybody from the West. You can kill as much as you can anywhere in the world. They can't jail you there as long as you are part of them. Those demonic institutions are servicing the US, America, France, and all of that. That's the triangle that the Nnamdi was talking about. That's Washington, Paris, and London. God has broken it. Quote me. It's broken. God has used Russia to break it. Just watch. In a short while, those people will be begging. They will beg us, we want to buy. We say, no, we don't have to for anything for sale for you. We can't say to you again. Because all they have come to do is Matthew 10:10. Steal, kill, and destroy. That's the only mission they have in Africa. They are pushing Tinubu to go and fight. Why can't America send soldiers to Niamey to go and fight? Let Britain send soldiers. Tinubu cannot be foolish to go there. You and I know you can't try that fish. They want our people to go and die, to defend their interests. There is West African gas pipeline they are laying to pipe all the gas from Izombe. That's why there is insurgency in Imo State, and many of you don't know. Anywhere the West go to, they go and cause insurgency there. All the insecurity everywhere in the world is state managed. The whole killings in Igbo land, all the ones that claim to be disciples, so sending people to go and kill, they are working for the enemy. The whole agenda is keep that place hot and hostile so that they can find something to pin at people to give us bad name, to attack us with terrorism. See how they have tried. Even the conscious, intelligent world tells them no. ESN is just what's it called? It's an organization formed to secure farmers in the bush. It's a vigilante group. So those all their targets never stood the test of time. Why? Because IPOB is an institution led by intelligent men who understand, who know their left and right. Some of you, sorry, I don't want to use repulsive words. I've not come here to insult anybody. And it's not wisdom to insult in the public. I want to insult you face to face. Because when you insult in the public, you can insult millions without knowing. There are a lot of people who don't know their left and right. They say, why can't we do what I did in Amazonia? We can't do what I did in Amazonia because we are agitating. And it is legal to agitate. And we will not stop agitating. The agitating means we are not in armed struggle. And we will never be in armed struggle. Because people leading IPOB are people, men and women who understand these things and the way they work. We're in court. I went to visit on a state, I went to an official visit. Some people encountered me. They were asking me, my leader, what is DNS doing? They are not doing anything. He's also supposed to say, shut up, you don't know anything. Talking like children. Who is doing something? The one killing your brothers. He is working for the enemy. He's giving them reasons to. Our leader, what has delayed his state today is all those evil, those nonsense that are doing somewhere in the name of Biafra, in the name of IPOB. And they know they are not IPOB. The US is doing everything that needs to be done. We're in court. We're winning. We have won in court. One more last lap. The case have moved from every court you can think of in the land to the Supreme Court. Let them come there now. Let them come and the judge will say. UN has passed it at it. 660 page. Everything written there is on a everything written there shows that yes, IPOB is not a terrorist organization. Has never been and will never ever be. Because the people leading IPOB are knowledgeable men. If we are into armed struggle, we won't be seeing our leader every week. People see our leader twice every week. And the Amazonia don't see their leader. Kill me, I kill you back. That's what they're doing there. And they don't have any case, any legal case to talk about. We do. We're seeing our leader. We're still getting instructions from him. And things are moving as planned. And we are going home. Nothing will stop it. Even the enemy knows we have defeated them. Defeated them in their own court. Defeated them in foreign court. Defeated them in the court of the spirit. In the court of Elohim. We have won long ago. The flag has been released. Flag of Biafra has been given to Nnamdi. Anybody dreaming any foolish dream, they will say your time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gotten Biafra. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will build Biafra. Nothing stops it. That's what heaven has said. It doesn't matter how many people are against you. One with God is majority. Those of us that pray a lot. Many of us that call fastings. For this thing we are doing, we have declared fastings for many days. We've been to mountains upon mountains praying. We have heard from God. We have received. Personally, I have received from heaven concerning it. That is why I'm still in it. God has told us his mind. What we're waiting for is that time lag between answer and receiving. That's what we're waiting for. Nothing will stop our celebration. It's not a prophetic pronouncement. I'm not prophesying. It's a piece of information. The Biafra is gone spiritually, and physically you will celebrate Biafra. Nothing will stop you. Killing, gun and bullet can't stop it. You know how many people they kill in Imo State? Why were they killing? Because they want to pipe our oil and gas to Europe. Now, Russia don't block road for them, for Neme, for Niger. No road there again. That is why America and Europe are sending them to go and fight. Let them go and fight themselves. I know Tinubu will not do that. I just pray they should use it to collect small change from them. No, they know how to throw small change, bring some small knockout, give you, go and die. That's what they did to Zelensky. When the chips are down, America could not go there and fight. America should have gone to unseat Putin. They should have gone and arrest him now. A whole America. Why didn't the UK go there? They are pushing Tinubu to send his people to go and die. I know Tinubu will not do that. And even if Nigeria tries it, that is the worst that will ever happen. Why? Because most of the Nigerian army are people from there, if you don't know. There are still people who are in Nigeria, who serve the Nigerian cabinet, that come from across the Sahel. They know how they roll. You will not go there and say you want to fight them. They will kill all of you there. So, that is not an option. Now, what are we talking about? Who are two disciples? How do we know them? A disciple must deny himself. What do you mean by deny yourself? You must do things that will glorify the master or the ideology. He must refuse to give up. He disowns himself. Mazi had disowned himself to fight for Biafra. And many have done that. And I've come to realize that many people who have caused change in their generation, those revolutionaries, people that actually brought freedom to the people, they participated, they paid certain price of discomfort. Bible talks about it in Philippians chapter 3 verse 10. It says that you must participate in the fellowship of his suffering. All the disciples were martyred, except John the Divine, because he had an assignment to bring the revelation. All of them. That's why I see many people here who are actually into it. Many of us have suffered one thing or the other. Some of us have died long ago. So you must participate in the fellowship of the suffering. You say you're a disciple, you don't want to suffer. You don't want discomfort. You don't want anybody to do anything to you. You don't want the enemy to come close to you. You're not a disciple. You're just a floor member. Continue being where you are. We don't have a problem with that. But those of you who know who you are, stop claiming what you're not. Stop claiming what you're not. They don't give up easily. That's how you know them. How do you know true disciples? There are certain things you must see to say, yes, this one. That's why you see that even the enemy knows. Nothing threatens us. They must take up their cross and follow. Luke chapter 9 verse 23. Jesus said, if anybody want to serve me, deny yourself. Take up your cross and follow. Daily, every day you follow. Not you follow in January, in December, you're not there. You follow on daily basis. Pick up your cross. What is your cross? The cross is that discomfort. The cross is that due that you pay. The cross is that pain that you go through. The cross is that leisure that you be denied of. That's your cross. When you no longer make public appearance, that's your cross. Carry it. And carry it with pride. Because it's a great honor. There are people that have been called from the foundation of the earth to do what we're doing. If you are one of those people, please, it's a great honor. Stop shying away and stop misbehaving. Go all out with pride. You are doing the work of Elohim. The day you walk into heaven, you'll be given a loud ovation. Imagine the day Mazi Kanu will step into heaven, if there is heaven. You can imagine where the 24 elders will rise and say, no, this is an uncommon species. Elijah was so special that God didn't allow him to see there. Heaven took him and created office for him. People like Mazi Kanu, the heaven will create an office for them there. Because they're exceptional. How many of you can stay without food and still hold on to what you profess? Why do they torture people? They torture you when the pain is too much. You even accept what you didn't do. But our leader, without food for 8 days, he refused to deny what he professed. And up to today, he's not ready to. And he's never ever going to. As long as our leader will never give up, we will never give up. Life or death or rain or sun or never. Biafra must come. Not tomorrow in our generation. And Biafra has come. I've just told you guys, and many of you don't understand. If you're spiritual, go and ask God to show you. Take up your cross and carry. Cross is a symbol of life through death. Cross is terminating point of the old Adamic nature. That where you come in contact, where you have interest, goes against what is happening to the contemporary realities, goes against your personal interest. You wanted to be Nigerian ambassador to one country, but now you have to be an agitator. You know that career, you can't pursue it again. That's the cross. You must give up something. If as we speak now in this struggle, you are not giving up anything, there's no opportunity cost of what we are doing, you are not a disciple. Because it's the central symbol of Christianity. So the central symbol of struggle is affliction. Agitation is discomfort, pains, and we've had enough of it. You must follow. Luke chapter 9:23. To follow means to be conformed to his image. And what does that mean? To conform to his image, to conform to the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every disciple of IPOB want to be conformed to the image of our leader. To do that, what does that mean? It means obedience. There must be complete obedience. Absolute one. Anything they ask you to do, you do it. Some people were instructed, you didn't do it, so they call me, leader, beg them, we'll do it by Monday. I said, no, you're not serious, you're not a serious Monday. Obey the last command. That's the way the system works. What does it mean to be conformed to the image of your leader? Humility. Are you humble? Every average Igbo man, every average Benin man, every average Igbo man, every average Urubo, Ishekiri, whatever you call yourself, all the Biafrans is what? They are arrogant. They're too full of themselves. Nobody will tell me what to do. Nobody is feeding anybody. It's volunteer. Nobody is paying anybody. These are the things you see them say. They are not humble. Everybody's shoulder is up. We must learn to be humble. As we go, until we learn to be humble, many of us will not go up. I've been here for 50 years, good and fine. You've been in the struggle for 15 years. They'll give you simple instruction, turn away. Come, say, how will you tell me? How will you order me to come? Is that the language you use to talk to me? Who are you? Have you gone to go and research? Find out the people running IPOB at the top, at the DOS level. Go and peep, just go and peep at them. Go and see the accomplished and established honorable men and women. Educated people, tastefully educated, but they humble themselves. Anything the Oga says, they do. Every leader must be a yes sir, yes ma'am. If whoever you are, if you're too big to say I'm sorry, you're not a leader, and you can't lead. You can't apologize. One young woman posted something on the platform. Everybody was complaining. Why would you do this? The national coordinator commented, delete this thing. He refused. So people began to quarrel over the matter. Why will you not obey? They queried him. He want to reply query. He said, I've done nothing wrong. Look at the choice of language. I've done nothing wrong. I didn't insult anybody. Until we change those attitudes, that what we inherited from the zoo, what my Bible calls Adamic nature, are those inherent attributes, those behavior that come from you inherited from your parents, that flows in your DNA, those primitive arrogance. Look at Adamic nature. They are the zooic nature. Remove Adam now. They are the zooic nature. Remove the zoo behavior. Arrogance is of the zoo. Foolishness is of the zoo. Drop all those nonsense. We're going to build a nation that the whole white people will relocate. Mark my words. In less than 10 years, white people will pack their load and come to Biafra land and buy land and settle for life. That's the nation we're going to build. It's a nation that will run on equity and justice. It's not where humility. Look at in Nigeria now, it's mediocrity that rules. In Nigeria, if you want to get an office now, you need to be a criminal. And that's what will make you popular. That's what will guarantee an office. In the Biafra we want to build, you want to be relevant, you must be disciplined. You must be cultured. You don't know how to say sorry, and you say you're a leader. You have not started. Anytime you do something wrong, I am sorry, sir. It doesn't change who you are. It doesn't depreciate the money in your bank account. How do you work again are their qualities? Cultivating the mind of Christ. Bible says, let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ. Let me give you my own version of that Bible. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is the mind in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Free my people. My people must be free. What is the mind in life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Equity and justice. If that mind that is in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in you, you are not a disciple. You are not part of us. Some people just want to belong. They want to be relevant. That's not the mind of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The mind in the life of that man is a mind of service. Humility. You don't know how to serve? Too bad. You can't go far in this organization. Many have been dropped and they're angry, they're crying. Why? The arrogance has made them commit errors, yet they can't say sorry. You must walk in spirit. If you must be a true disciple, how do you walk in spirit? Everything is not physical though. Even in this struggle. The struggle is more spiritual than. That's why a lot of people are falling apart. Because they didn't know they have to walk in spirit. They should be able to get more hard than hope. If your spirit doesn't talk to you in this struggle, then you don't know what you're doing. You're not a disciple. You listen to our leader. Many times when he's teaching, he will tell you, I wanted to do this. My spirit told me no, and I stopped. So you don't have any good spirit talking to you. Too bad. They have not started. Commitment. True disciples are committed. Are you committed? How committed are you? The first meeting you will not come. You do this, you will not come. Tomorrow you'll be bragging. Because you threw one spirit change. I pay monthly. How much did you pay? I was asking some people a while ago. Say, in the last 5 years, go and calculate how much you put in the struggle. So you will know that you're a shameless person. But in the church, you have gone to do that, maybe they see you. You don't donate 250,000 for church. Send to countries where you don't know. Use building universities in Western Nigeria. In your own place, nothing. Your own children can't go there. I used to be a pastor in a particular church. We were told that if you are a pastor, your children, one of your sons will come here on tuition free. It's a lie. All the Igbo pastors there, their children are paying. You pay everything complete, but the others can go on geo scholarship. And how did they build it? They use your own title and offering. Bring your little change and let's build a nation for you. It's a talk of war. Yeah, they are bragging, making noise. Because you drop a stupid money that cannot do anything, that can't, an insignificant amount, that's what you bring. You want to insult everybody. I've told some people somewhere that their money is not as important as their being obedient. If you can't obey any instruction from the DOS to hell with your money, we don't need such money. Anything you want to do as a show of arrogance, put it in your pocket. You must be dedicated. You must be a soldier. You must be ready to do what the masters, the biddings of the masters at all times. You must submit to the master. Are you submissive? You claim to be a disciple. You must have supreme love for your supreme leader. How much do you love our leader? Let's be honest. Now, those of you that are pastors and priests, you're even in the struggle. Yeah, prayer coordinators or religious leaders, so to say. How long did you pray for Mazi? That's of course we can't pray without mentioning Mazi's name. Anything we are asking God, Mazi's name comes there. It has become part of us. Because we smell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We dream Mazi Nnamdi. Many of you have never seen Kanu in the dream now. You haven't dreamt about the struggle because it's not important to you. You dream about it on a weekly basis. You must have genuine and unconditional love for your brethren. You must have genuine and unconditional love for that Biafrans. Do you love our people? I was told somebody they can drop any amount of money just to show their brother, say they're bigger than them. Somebody talked to me, I felt like crying. That a fellow Biafran They spend 1 million, is it 100,000 or 250,000 CFA, give the police to lock him up for days. Just to prove to him, go see an hairkaya, that's all. They are telling him now to bring 50 CFA to support the struggle. Or we begin to talk and stop everybody. You don't speak ill of your leaders if you're a true leader. You have found out. Some of you have not worked anywhere. You don't know how it's done. In places where we have worked in the past, when your guy commit crime, you take the blame. You go and lie that you're the one. That's it. You go and tell GM that general manager is the one that money shot, Marcel and him cause him. They will sack you. They will find a way to set you up. When you lie, you take the blame for the guy. You say, oh, this boy is so nice. You find a way to promote you. There are people now you are here in this family. All you do is insult your leaders. That's the only thing you are good at. Insult everybody. And you say you are a disciple. You are not. You must be separated from popular opinion. When people think saying nonsense, you don't follow them. What are those things that disciples do? Disciples are sold out completely. That's why we call them hardcore. Hardcore don't shiver. When the master is down, they don't give up. When the master is not around, they don't give up. Hardcore stay. Moses was not around. He went to receive the tablet. Some asked for, bring your earring, make another God. Choose us a leader. No, hardcore didn't do that. One woman, the daughter-in-law said, follow where you die, I die. That's hardcore. They follow to the end. Ruth was a hardcore. Elisha was a hardcore. Are you a hardcore? Peter was a hardcore. Even when they caught Messiah, when Yeshua was arrested, where they were trying around there, Peter was hanging around. You know where he went to? Now over period, so he went to hit up himself, warm himself. What was that? He was one of them. Out of fear, I said, no, I don't know him. Was a hardcore. Mary Magdalene was one of the finest female disciples that Yeshua had. She was the first that saw Jesus when he resurrected. She was the first to run to the tomb. She was a hardcore. She was never far from the master, whether in the absence or in presence. How close are you to this cause? It doesn't matter who. Imagine that Kanu, anything you know you can do to get us Biafra, do. It doesn't matter whether Kanu comes or anybody that is leading us. You're not a hardcore, and nobody else that is leading us. Talk through yourself. But those people you are following sheepishly are not part of us. Mazi is not a member of IPOB. He has never been. Every IPOB member belongs to a unit. Where is his unit? Every IPOB member belongs. Every tree has taproot and have branches. Jesus said in John chapter 15 that without me you can do nothing. Without being connected to the root, you will not bear fruit. Somebody wake up and say he's leader, make yourself leader. If that's how you know people who are not, that's how you know infiltrators. They're not obedient, they're so power drunk, and besides, they are filled with filthy lucre. Stomach infrastructure, that's the whole philosophy behind what they're doing. Every hardcore, every disciple must be fruit bearing. Whom have you disciples? Since you've been in this family, how many people have you evangelized? Be honest with yourself. How many people have joined IPOB through your ways, through your love, through your care, through your kindness, through your conduct, or you scatter people? Send it to unit, let us scatter that place. Anything you misbehave the discipline, you will scatter the house. One national coordinator is bragging. Nobody will accept the offer. If I'm not there, somebody told me in one state, if they don't make me the coordinator, that place will not work. I say you will never be the coordinator in that place again forever, and the place will work. That place is working now. Yes, that's Plateau State. It's working now because you must work. You are not the one to establish it. You and I will come and go. That people will remain. That people is spiritual. It's an institution designed by Elohim to take his people home and to build a nation that will rule the world for a century or more, for 100 years, yes, and more. In conclusion, how do we identify genuine disciples? Like I said, They are sold out. They are completely sold out. They don't look back. They don't shake. They don't go against the master. True disciples don't go against their master. They don't disobey their master. True disciples don't impose themselves. The discipline they remove, you are still bearing the title. You are not a true disciple. You're not. You're fake. That's not sign of humility. The Bible says in the book of James that God gives more grace to the humble. He resists the pride. You hold me. That you hold me have not helped your life. And it will never ever help you. I'm going to stop here. Another day we'll discuss mentorship. I'm going to stop here tonight. So, because I have with me a few persons from the West African sub-region that want to talk to Biafrans. I have Mazi Sondonene is here. I have, I think Benin National Coordinator is here. Mazi, taking Paul Okere, and okay. I had expected, I think I sent the invitation to about 5 of you to come tonight and, express your views on this contentious issue plaguing the family now. From my own personal calculations, from my innocent calculations, it appears some schemers somewhere, somehow, are looking for how to cause disaffection in this family. The family is united. We said it before, there's nothing called autopilot in IPOB. There's nothing like that. It's IPOB DOS. And that's the chain of command. If you're not part of that, you're not a genuine disciple. You better retrieve yourself. Don't let nobody fool you. If you're in this family, 3 things makes you a member of IPOB. At least 3 principal things. One, the oath that you took, where you pledge your allegiance, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the chain of command. And that chain of command flows from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the head of Directorate of State, Mazi Chikedozie, and every other person down the line. That is the order. And the outsider cannot come and tell us how are they wrong. Somebody says he's a lawyer, went to the air and began to tell us there's no difference, there's no this. Who asks you? Are you the one to tell us? What vacuum are you trying to create? How do you want to fill it? Who are you? Who places in the position to fill the vacuum? We don't have crisis problem in Nigeria. It's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chikedozie, and the rest down. If you don't accept that, then you're not part of us. We didn't create the structure. That's the way Onyendu has created it, and that's the way it has been. And that's probably how it will remain until the leadership being speak. That's something else. For now, until they change that structure, that is the nomenclature. If you're not in, you are out. There are no fence sitters like you. It doesn't matter how disgruntled you are, how ill you feel about maybe you are removed, maybe you feel you are ill-treated, immature. Once somebody was removed somewhere and he was still doing his work at the unit level, he vacated the office, go to meetings, support in any way he can. Then much later he was promoted. But some of you don't lack understanding that you are removed, you're just making player substituted in a match. Does not mean that you have left the team. Even a player that is red carded, that is ordered that walk out of the stadium, still features in a future match. So when will you guys get matured? When you have this spirit, when you are sold out completely, you won't do the way you are behaving. Once they offend you, you're looking for the infiltrators to align with. Once the system doesn't go the way you want, everywhere must scatter. If I'm not there, nobody should be there. That's not how disciples behave. Please, everybody should come to maturity. Everybody learn to be matured. Please. So, being that as it is, there's an agenda to impose the infiltrator. What they're doing now is that tomorrow you say, I did XYZ for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, and he came out now, he didn't appreciate me, he did this, he did that. He wanted to get rebellion. You are too small. Because nobody will follow you. Those follow you, they begin to unfollow you till when you turn back, you see that nobody has your back. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gathered us. There's something he did. That thing is instituted in IPOB. It's a movement, that ideology that he has sold. The seed is inside of us. So if you mislead anybody and say why, they will recognize themselves and come back. But those that fail to, anyway, anybody that goes astray, lions will devour them. That's what happens. Every sheep stays under the tutelage, the control of the shepherd. Goats behave anyhow. They are rebellious. They are stubborn. Stiff neck like pig. They just make noise. That's the all those and they make noise, make noise. On their own, they will zip the platform. You see, they're not matured. They're not disciples. They're not. In West Africa now, okay, let me bring in Mazi on the name, then we'll continue from there. All the usurpers, we must tell them to their face that they're wasting their time. There's no room for division in IPOB. The family is not divided, we will never ever be divided. Anybody working on those things, you're wasting your time. One I saw somebody, a highly exalted government official, he said, institution and so can cut it, after then he's not ruling Southeast. You're wasting your time because the only leader we have is Mazi Nnamdi. His absence is Chikadozian. And the other goes like that, down, trickles down to the last person standing. There is a queue in that period. If you're not in that queue, too bad, you're not part of us. And you can never ever be part of us. This you cannot impose anybody in that period, you're wasting your time. Because IPB was not formed by your intrigues, by your shenanigans and your dirty games. No. It's an institution built on justice, truth, and nothing more, nothing less. So please, join me and welcome. I think I have two people right here with me. Mazi, please unmute yourself. Mazi, the West African rep, please unmute yourself and have the floor to address Biafrans. We are waiting to hear from you. You are welcome. Mazi, how are you today?
I'm good, Mazi JCI. I've been listening to your teaching. For me, it is a lesson. And I
God bless you, sir.
So much. And my prayer has always been that to give you the energy carry on. Because
sir.
In this struggle that we do on our own, some of us don't even know what we're doing. But we do it when we wake up, we know that there is on two hands that are piloting the affair of this struggle. Good evening, Biafrans. Fellow Biafrans, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending the area presently domicile. My name is election by the grace of Elohim, I am the West African representative, and I appreciate. I don't know who is currently, because I don't know who is anchoring this program, because when
it's Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, please.
The Alex Lion, I appreciate you for the good work you are doing for Biafra. Everything. So anytime you're on Biafra, I'm there. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, okay, to the energy to continue in what you are doing. And again, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the work that our ODOS are doing for us. It is not easy. I've always said that the reason why the establishment are doing what they are doing to us today is because they have discovered that it has come for them to match the intellectual capacity of the handling the struggle. Now, the now not to Aboro level, that is up we went away by trying to give us an record that will make it look like as if we are killing ourselves. And I have always said that if you allow yourself to be cajoled and twisted to the extent of you using your hand to kill yourself, you are the biggest on earth. The problem our people have today is that we are too emotional. And just as our Lolo said in her last podcast, he said, and I quote, that we have so many people battling us, and those people you see are most of people who are maybe one thing or the other. They were relieved from their duty, like, and the one Nigerian, and others who think that they cannot be able to give our God-given results. We are battling so many principalities in Biafra land, and it's very, very correct and very, very right. Okay, because the power that be itself, which is the Britain and the Western world, always unleash the principalities upon any nation that they know that is going against their interests. Just as what you have just said now, Mazi, about Niger. Okay, when people look at what is happening there right now, you think maybe the emotional people who don't think, who don't, as our leader may say, he said, thinking is the most difficult thing to do. Okay, and when you look at them, you see some of them, you see them as Tinubu this, Tinubu that, Niger this. But this man you are seeing is very, very ready to bring chaos because they have nothing to do. He's over 20 years claiming that 60 years. And when you look at it, you see that his only ambition is to be called a president. That is the thing the West needs. The West don't like that. And I think it should have been because most of us in IPOB, we understand how this movement is structured. We have from unit to region and all that, national and all that in a country, and again, we know everything. Then you have somebody that has never been a unit coordinator, they have never coordinated a unit. Okay, I'm telling you that he is and that, and you are listening to that person. And should I say that that people who are listening are ignorant, or should I say that they are? I don't just understand. But our mission here is to protect this structure. This structure must not be allowed to be destroyed by people who think that they can jump from the window and start giving order in the house. It is not done that way. It is not done that way, and we will never accept that. What I want to say is this. I want to say that sometimes when we pray, we say principalities and powers. And again, we say every weapon formed against us shall not function or should not succeed or something like that.
Yeah, will not prosper.
But a weapon has been formed against us already without us knowing that the weapon has already been formed against us. And that weapon formed against us is Nigeria against the indigenous people of Africa. Because I cannot say Nigeria is a country. I cannot say that a weapon is formed against Nigeria, because there's nothing like Nigeria. It's just a kind of concussion for the monarchy, British monarchy, to be able to continue in their ascendancy for imperialism. We all know that. We understand. Unless those who still think that they have a country. Or we know that Nigeria is never a country. And we understand that very perfectly. What I'm saying here today is this. A weapon has formed against, and read it, an involent. Okay, they see, just as we said, that the reason why there is crisis in Imo State is because of the gaps that is domiciled in Jombe, Ukuta, yes. But that is how they operate. The reason why they are doing what they are doing is because, not because, it's because of them, they want to get what they can get out of us, and not because they love us. But people are not seeing it in this angle, and sometimes I feel that most of our people are the most foolish people we have on earth. I must say this here on the air, and I will continue saying it, because I don't know the rationale behind you as a person all of a sudden start supporting someone you don't know before, and when someone talks about it, you say, after all, our leader said we should follow him. Follow him for what? Follow him for what? Who is he that you will follow him? Because I could remember that our leader who mentioned so many people, they have always tell us to follow Elochukwu Hagi and most of the family writers that are doing fine for this struggle. Those people have never risen up because of the pronouncement that comes out from Onyen. But this guy is an usurper. He's an usurper. And when you look at him, you see that the British intelligence, in collaboration with the West powers that be, have recruited him and try to impose him as another weapon against Biafra. So the guy now become a weapon that has formed against us. They have two options. That they have two reasons why they are doing. The West have two reasons why they are doing what they are doing, and that reason is that one is that if eventually we they do not, they want the, number one is they want the world to know, they want the world, the terrorist tag that is, that the terrorist tag that is on IPOP to be justified by the entire Western world, by the entire world. That is number one. Number two is if eventually we succeeded in getting Biafra, then that they will use that guy to create a kind of coastal state, so that the people will now start saying that, okay, you said you want freedom, now you are killing yourself like South Sudan. They have to, you see, these people are able, and this is what our people are not seeing. And I continue saying it. This, the West, the British, and his allies, which is the America and the world, who are benefiting from from our land, are doing all to make sure that they criminalize whatever that is good in our place, so that they don't care about our life. When they talk about humanity, you think that they care about you. They don't care about you. They care, what they care is, they come, they take whatever they can take. If you want, you die, they don't care. But when people are not seeing what is happening, they are following, and again, consistency is the key. Most of us are not consistent, and you see people shouting Onyen to Kanu, my supreme leader, this, that, just a question of how many, just getting to 2 years. Now, if I'm correct, or 2 years, all of you are affiliated, and most of you are affiliated, and start talking jargon on the internet, because of someone who is in Finland, because of some Am I coming out clear?
Yes, continue.
Interruption, Mazi.
No, sorry, Mazi. Round up, sir. Round up. You've spoken well. Round up, please.
Simeon Epa was just someone who was opportune to be in Finland because of scholarship of Sam Egu, former governor of Ebonyi State. And I don't think that they have been able to do something reasonable for himself. I've been looking for a way to survive. Now all of a sudden, it was contracted by the enemy to fight and criminalize and our struggle so that the people will now get
I think maybe network has locked him out. That was Mazi Onene. Please, I think I have again in the house the Beninese National Coordinator, Mazi Paul Okere. Please, are you still here? Unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm still here, sir.
Okay, please, address Biafrans.
please.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Mazi Polokere, hold on a second. Mazi, it's like you had network issue. You had a.
To summarize, pardon me for the interruption, please. It was that. Please, I ask your pardon.
Can we go ahead and do that quickly, sir, so that we will be able to keep to our timing. We have less than 10 minutes or so.
Biafra, especially in West Africa, I want to make it as an order. In all your platform, I want my name, my deputy, to be in your platform. And anybody that posts anything that is in connection with the infiltrators, the coordinator of that country will no longer be a coordinator in that country. So because it is you have the responsibility to feed your people the good food and not giving them junk. Okay? When you allow them to feed the junks in your platforms, now you are the person to answer the question, and we will not have the other option than to get you out of that place because you are not doing what you're supposed to do. And that is what I want to say. And again, please, Biafrans all over the world, I want to thank you all for most of you that are listening wherever you are. And again, EPA as it is, we have no any other place to take order from. US is the highest command, as instructed by Onyentu, and in his absence, Mazi Kedoziemo and his deputy, Mazi Rubike Tony, the coordinator of all coordinators, is in charge. So whoever that is saying any other thing apart from what we know already and the instruction that our leader has given before he was kidnapped, is talking on his own. So Mazi, I appreciate your lecture and teaching this night, and I must say that for me, I know that this is the kind of pastors we need here for land. We need people who can use their intelligence and all that to make sure that when Biafra comes, most of you, as you are, we're going to place some of you in the position of Desmond Tutu. These are people who are men of God as well, but they use their position to fight for the freedom of their people. Mazi, as I bow, I thank you so much. Mazi, thank you, Mazi.
Mazi, you're blessed. God bless you. God bless you, Mazi Sondanene. The West African rep. Well spoken, and the point you've made, I believe everybody has noted. I've noted that. God bless you. So I appreciate you. So I want to bring Mazi Dikin Paul Okere, the national coordinator for Beninese, and I think I have another person here, Mazi Oka. I think Gambia or Senegal is here with us as well. So please, Mazi Polokere, please, on a very quick one, on a very quick note, sir, please, just give us a summary and wrap it up within 2 minutes so that we can allow the next person to address people from that country before we call it a day. You have the floor now.
Thank you very much, our Deputy Honorable West African Rep. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah, I'm Mazi Dikimpolo Kere. I hail from Edema. I represent the indigenous people of Biafra in Benin Republic as national coordinator. I want to bring my greetings to the office of the DOS, the people in charge of IPOB worldwide. I want to say more grace. And I also like to let the US know that we have been battling with the principalities and powers, wickedness in the heights. God is keeping us fit. The next battle that we are to enter, which will be the last, is rulers of darkness of this world. But the same God that has started this struggle will take us today. My greetings to you, the Honorable Deputy West African Rep. Yeah, France, I greet you. May Elohim continue to keep and strengthen us. I want to say here that in Benin Republic, we have no room for anything called autopilot. No one is allowed even to post anything of sort in any national, regional, zonal or unit platform, because no one will serve two masters at a time. It's either you are under Nnamdi Kanu through DOS, or you leave us alone. We cannot serve Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through IPB and serve another man at his hand. Thank you very much. Let me stop here because my leader have told me already that I don't have much time. Next time we continue. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Mazi Okere. I believe the message you just passed, Biafrans and the IPOBians resident in Benin Republic have had your message. God bless you, Ndewo. So I want to bring in, introduce Mazi. That should be Mazi Uka. The Mazi Uka, Sierra Leone or Gambia. Please unmute yourself and speak.
From Gambia.
Thank you, my Deputy West African Rep.
Ndewo.
Japan's all over the world. The Gambia, sir. The Gambia. Thank you, my Deputy West African Rep. Thank you, my West African Rep. I want to bring you from the Gambia family. The Biafrans over the world. I'm so happy and so excited to speak in the Radio Biafra today. I will start with this way. That somebody who is not under oath, who don't know what we are doing, is deceiving people. And I'm surprised people who are reasonable enough, will I say, are reasonable enough, are beginning to follow such person, and which is very, very wrong. Here in the Gambia, we don't tolerate any auto idiots. I call them auto idiots. We don't tolerate it. And it is not existing in the Gambia. It is not existing. And we can never tolerate it. We are only loyal to the DOS, who is loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
all of us here in the Gambia. That is the key behind the DOA and also behind our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here in the Gambia, we are very strong, we are formidable, we are good to go. I will say, may Elohim continue to keep us until we actualize the Biafra. Thank you, my leader. Wow, that's great.
Are we good to go, or you guys still have something before we call it a day? Mazi? Mazi? Yes, I am here, West African rep. See here, I'm asking if we are good to go, or I don't know if we are done for the day.
Onyuku, can you hear me? Everywhere is quiet. Mazi Onyuku, can you hear me? Are you still there?
Mazi, I'm here, West African rep. I don't know what is happening.
Okay, okay. Are you people done? Are you people done? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, that is what I'm also asking if they are done.
I think somebody was speaking. Somebody was speaking, and all of a sudden it went dead.
Maybe network.
So I don't know if there is somebody that I've not spoken. Let him take over, please. It's better, in order to save time.
I think we are done. We are done. I think we are. The three people have spoken. Mazi Jonathan.
Okay, okay, Mazi.
Yeah.
Ndewo Mazi, that is the West African rep, right? Mazi Onene, is it?
Yes, on the left, there is secret. No people understand a lot. And some feeling is very hard. And then there is secret on the end. Then the left makes some movements occur.
Okay. Mazi, your voice is, cracking. It's not smooth. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know whether you are using earpiece. Okay. I don't know. But it's okay. I think the world have heard your voice and everything that you've spoken. So it's a pity that everything the other Mazi that was speaking, I thought Gambia representative, Gambia coordinator, all of a sudden caught. And Mazi Onyuku, your deputy, is not here. I don't know. So, but we must continue towards. Yes.
I think maybe this issue that are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, but the voice is not smooth.
There is an unseen hand that is to rise up. So I don't know if you understand where I'm going. Okay, and
yes.
It is now. It is our responsibility for all those conflicts that have been.
Mazi, sorry, it seems you need to initiate this call, please. Let's off and call back. Let me. Do not forget that we are on Radio Biafra House of Service. I know there are some technical problems on their side, but let me see. Although I think they have almost finished speaking. We have got the gist of everything. You know, Mazi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I'm hearing you, but I'm here from my deputy. I don't know what is happening. Network. Yeah. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, pray for West Africa. Thank you.
There were Mazi.
Thank you.
We must continue. This is Radio Biafra. It's coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We must continue, and this is where we are going to end the program. Remember, tomorrow, as I said, Mazi China Sanworo will be here on this hallowed platform in order to address Biafrans on an interactive session. Be part of this, please. And also on Sunday, Mazi Nachi, the South American representative, will be coming on air with coordinators of South America, like Ecuador and all of them. Please be part of this also on Sunday. It will be hosted by Mazi Mbanali because I wouldn't make it on Sunday. So please, here we are going to end the program. We have had it all. Mazi talked about discipleship, and we understand. Therefore, if you think that because the Mazi Onyendu is not there, now you have to look for somebody that will be, you know, behaving like him. You are looking for fake. Always remain original. That is the thing. Because imitation can lead astray. And that is one thing our people should understand. Imitation can lead astray. Original is original. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Yeah. The land of the rising sun is a home of hope, of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwa Biafra. Emeka Konusi Biafra, Emeka Konusi Biafra, Kaimara Biafra, Kaneboso Kamiri, Kaimara Biafra, Kaneboso Kamiri, Biafra Kane. Zombe, Waboke, Anijala, Naroma. Wana bemoka na lombo wana juno wasina Biafra natago chukwu kika biama onyagi nonaka yamerani ema sampe ugwa boke anijala na landamo Biafra baloma ala chukwu gozire ala manamu ala chukwu gozire the rising sun mgbe mbuka kwuru wesi n'ojihe matakịrị o were aka ya elu aka fụwa ya ụfụ wetuo ya maka na ọnọdụ ga-adịrọ n'ikpe mma Zọmpe ndị ala adịghị mma ndị zuru ndị na-aṅụ ọbara mmadụ ndị okwu ha abịakwala n'ọzọ ka ha kwatusuru Biafra mana Chukwu okike abịa ma gị ka enyemaka mana Chukwu okike abịa ma gị ka enyemaka The land of the rising sun is a home of hope, of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwuabiama.
Emeka Bonusi Biafra, Emeka Bonusi Biafra, Gaimara Biafra, Kaneboso Kamiri, Gaimara Biafra, Kaneboso Kamiri, Biafra Kaneboso. IPOB, one big family, one big family. Honorable Wanda Baloso, on.
Now, Africans, listen to learn. Listen and reason with your brains, your common sense, not your emotions. Alright? Who owns Catholic? Italians, Europeans. Who owns Anglican? England, Europeans. Who owns Pentecostal? USA, America. Who owns Islam? Arabics. All these religions are not owned by African or invented by any African country or ancestors, state or country. Listen, or people. Listen, Africa. Then, African Christians, where do you go for pilgrimage? Israel. Right? African Islam, where do you go for pilgrimage? Saudi Arabia. No foreign country comes pilgrimage in Africa for anything. Listen, Africans. In Africa, what do we celebrate every year? Easter, European culture. Christmas, European culture. Ramadan, Arabic culture. Chinese New Year, Chinese culture. Africa, what event in Africa does the world respect and celebrate? None. Before we have our new moon festival is dead. Before we have our worldwide yam festival is dead. African, listen, so you understand why you are very weak, why you are the lowest race on the planet right now, why nobody respects you. Okay? Now, Africans, we answer John, we answer Paul, we answer Peter, we answer Josh, we answer Philip, we answer Grace, we answer Peace. These are European English names and European names dragged from the Bible. Alright? Africa, which foreign country answers African name? Which foreign country give their kids African name like Emeka, Toyinka, Mugabe, Malema, Mandela, Kagame? Nobody. Africa, listen. Now, in Africa, we speak same language I'm speaking right now, English. We speak English, French, Spanish, Portuguese. Now, these are foreign language. Arabics, these are foreign language. Which country in Africa, in the world, speak African languages? Which country in the world speak Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Zulu, Swahili, Do you know in the whole Africa the most popular language is Swahili? Swahili is supposed to be the official language in Africa, but we are speaking the language given to us by our oppressors. Africans, listen, because when I'm talking like this, you guys think I'm just talking out of ignorance. Anything I present to you on the media, on the internet, it's facts. I don't do with theories like in your Bible. Listen, African, wake up. Africa, why are we the only race that destroy our own and embrace the ones of our oppressors? Why are we the only race that destroy our own and embrace the ones of our oppressors? As an African, you see your fellow African doing African spirituality and traditions as evil, but you call the ones invented by your oppressors, by your European masters, slave masters, you call it original and real, but your own spirituality you say is evil. Africa, listen. Italians did not invest in Ferrari companies in Africa, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Pentagani in Africa, no, but they invented Catholic in Africa. Alright? Arabs didn't invent any factories in Africa, but they invented Islam in Africa. Same with America, same with England. Okay, do you know every month there is number of percentage of financial support money that goes to Rome and England to Anglican and Catholic in Africa? Imagine, we are giving Italy, we are helping Europe to become rich through religion. And after you cry that slavery, this one, Africans, why you don't reason with your brain to learn? Why can't you wake up? We are the only race that answers other people's name, language, food, culture, and education. The European community paid a huge sum of money to cancel the history of European genocide and Holocaust in Africa. If any African know the history of Belgium in Congo, history of British in Ghana, Nigeria, history of America in Liberia, history of Europeans that gave you religion, names, culture, education. If you know the history, none of you will go to that country to play for them as a football player, as a sport player, work for them in their countries. If you understand the history of what these people did. But today, I can never see a German youth calling Adolf Hitler evil. Adolf Hitler killed millions of people on earth. I can never see a German youth calling their Nazist ancestors evil. I have never seen an American youth calling their American ancestors that killed the Red Indians, the original Americans, the Cherokees, the Mohicans, that killed them to take their land. I have never seen them calling their ancestors evil. I have never seen a Belgian that the king of Belgium murdered almost 70 million Congo. I have never seen a Belgian youth calling their ancestors evil. I have never seen a British youth calling their ancestors evil. In fact, I have never seen an Arabic youth calling their ancestors evil or casting and biting their ancestors. But Africa is the one that cast and bite their innocent ancestors that never invaded any land, destroy any people. took people, wives and children, raped boys and girls. Africa, do you know both Islam and Christianity was forced on Africans? Do you know? This religion was forced to Africans to accept. Anything that was forced into your life is not real, it's control. Religion is control, mental brainwash, theories, fictions, illusions, faith, believing in things that you don't know that exist, believing in things and hoping in things that doesn't exist. Do you know how the missionary came to Africans? You don't know. Do you know the modern Egyptians, Algerians, Moroccans, Tunisians are not real Africans? Don't you know the place the modern Egyptian, the modern Arabs in Africa are staying is not their own? They invaded and chased the black Africans away and took the land. Do you know in the Bible, the only two countries in Africa mentioned were Egypt and Ethiopia? Ethiopia was about the Queen of Sheba, and Egypt was where they destroy African country. They call Egypt evil. They use Egypt for evil example for all sorts of bad things in the Bible. That they enslaved Israel. This one. Do you know Israel came in existence in 1948? Before that, Israel were Palestinians. Do you know Israel came out of Palestinians? Do you know Africans? How can a country that is less than 100 years be enslaved in Egypt for 400 years and you believe this? You don't reason Africans. Egypt is the first country in the world to be civilized. The Roman Empire, the Rome architectural plans, the Greek Athens architectural plans were derived from Egyptians, from the real African Egyptians. They are black. They are not white. They are not yellow. They are black. Egypt is the first country on earth to be civilized. Egypt is the first country on earth to have light. Egypt is the first country on earth to build story buildings without cement. Egypt is the first country on earth to have power of leadership. Egypt represents wealth, light, power, respect, love, creation. But today, African Christians are praying, the Egyptians I see today, I shall see no more. Because of what they told you in the Bible that never existed. There is no record of Israelites being in Egypt for 400 years. All these are fictions and illusions. Because Israel only existed in the year 1948. I guess so. Yes. Go and look it up. So tell me, why are you guys being brainwashed up till now? You don't want to research, self-aware, and wake up from religious mental slavery. This is how they control you. If you want to get a people, you take away their language, their culture, their traditions, their names, and their food. They are gone. This is what happened in Africa right now. As an African, I cannot marry someone from Guinea, someone from Senegal, someone from Mali, because I'm not Christian, I'm not Islam. I have to turn to Islam to marry a woman from Africa. I have to become a Christian to marry a woman from Nigeria, from Ghana, because I'm not a Christian. Maybe I'm Islam, I'm Christian, I don't have religion, I'm evil. Do you know it was the Moors from Morocco that taught the Europeans how to take a bath, how to shower. The most civilized Europeans. Don't you guys know? You guys know the country that destroyed Africa? Portugal, Belgium, England, Spanish, USA. These are countries we accepted as friends. They came and sabotaged us through our weak and wicked ones. Because in every set of people, there will be a bad person. That does not mean we call our ancestors evil. Are you alright? Did our ancestors kill any people? Did our ancestors invade any land and destroy people? Can't you wake up, Africans, and know who you are? Stop practicing European religion, European culture, European tradition. Stop doing white wedding. Do our African traditional wedding. Is enough. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, Africans.